Grammar video, I'm going to look at time conjunctions and how they're used as adverb clauses of time. Now I'm going to use a variety of tenses, but let's start with the first example, and here I'm going to use the future simple with the present simple. Example number 1. I will phone you when I get home. This has two parts, this sentence. The main part, I will phone you, and the when part, using the conjunction when I get home. The time in the sentence is future, as I said, but we use a present tense in the when part of the sentence. We don't use will in that part. Some more examples. Number 2, we'll go out when it stops raining. Here again, we're using the future with the present simple, very much as we would use with if clauses. Okay, now in this next one, number 3, I'm going to use the verb to be in the present with the second clause, which is the when clause, and that clause will be in the present. When you're in London again, come and see us. And now I want to do another one here using the present simple in both clauses. This is number 4. What do you want to be when you grow up? Okay. So there's 4 examples using when as a conjunction. Now I want to expand this and consider other time conjunctions using while, before, after, as soon as, until, or till. Okay, let's hear example number 5. And here I'm going to use while. I'm going to read a lot while I'm on holiday. Now the first clause here is of course a future plan, and the second one is using the verb to be in the present tense. We do not say while I will be on holiday. While I'm is the correct use. Next one, number 6. I'll probably go back home on Sunday. Before I go, I'd like to visit the museum. Okay, so there you can see we're using the present with the time conjunction, and we're using would like as a future intention. And the last one, number 7. Wait here until I come back. Here we're using the time clause until, and we're using an instruction with a present simple phrase. Now finally, I just want to further expand this and use the present perfect tense as the clause with the time conjunction. So let's have a listen to number 8. Can I borrow that book when you have finished it? Again, can I borrow that book when you have finished with it? Here you can see we're using a request, can I borrow, but the when clause is using the present perfect tense, have finished. Another one, this I think is number 9. Don't say anything while Ian is here. Wait until he has gone. Okay, we've got 2 examples here. The first sentence, we're using instruction with the time clause using while, and that clause is the present tense verb to be. Then we go on to a further instruction using the time clause until, And finally, that phrase is the present perfect. He has gone. Now, if we use the present perfect, one thing must be complete before the other. So the two things can't happen together. So let's do another example. I think this one is 10. When I've phoned Kate, we can have dinner. Okay? There we have the present perfect, I have phoned, with the request using the auxiliary verb can. And the last one I want to use is when we don't use the present perfect because the two things happen together. So you can contrast them. In this example, there is no present perfect. When I phone Kate, I'll ask about the party. Here we've got the present simple with the future simple. Why? Because they happen at the same time. Okay. There is far more to using when with adverb clauses, but this is a start to your learning. It's very important to use conjunctions, particularly time conjunctions, to describe more when you're talking. So try to learn them.